friends and family. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Thursday Night Thought. This week's thought is about intimacy, and it's about intimacy with our own hearts. And so the message that I received this week is this: what would your heart say if it was completely free from fear? This truth is to be realized, recognized, and remembered daily to create intimacy with the voice within. Well, when I received this message, the buzzword for me was intimacy. And immediately the vision that came to me is what I believe intimacy looks like. And what I believe intimacy looks like is two people sharing their hearts together, sharing who they are, opening up, taking off the mask. It's this intimacy of I see you, I know you, I love you, I listen to you, I want to be in relationship with you. That's what that means to me. So what would that mean to have that kind of relationship with my own heart? Well, it was very interesting because it made me start to think about what that relationship would really look like. And I realized how many times my heart wants to speak with me. However, maybe there's a fear wrapped around it, or maybe there's a condition and I don't want my heart to speak, and I'll just shut it down. And I'll give you an example. This week I was sitting out in front of my kids' dance studio, waiting for them to come out of their dance class. And I had some time, so I was thinking about the 20 million things that I had to get done, and I was just sitting there and in this state of stress. And all of a sudden, my heart starts to speak to me and say, you know what? I would really like to go to Aruba right now. And I thought, okay, well, where did this come from? And I'm thinking, well, that's really nice, heart, but you can't go to Aruba right now. Like, you've got to pick up your kids, this kind of thing. And my heart's like, no, I want to leave the kids, leave the husband. I want to go to Aruba right now. And I thought, okay, this is crazy. Like, where did this come from? But then this idea popped into my mind, and this idea came to me to pull up a picture of Aruba on my phone and then allow myself 5 minutes to look at this picture, okay? So I pull up the picture, I set my timer for 5 minutes, and then I just stare at it. And for the first minute, I have to tell you, my mind is saying, you're not in Aruba right now. Like, that's just a picture. And all of these different things are going on, trying to shut down the experience. But after about a minute, and when I really allowed myself to go to that place without fear, without condition, without attachment, something happened that by the time the timer went off, I actually felt like I was in Aruba, like I had let my heart go to where it wanted to go. And then I went on went on through my day. Well, it was interesting because as I was paying attention this week, my heart wanted to do many other things and do different things. And so I'd allow myself that 5-minute virtual experience. And what's interesting is by the end of the week, okay, like now being a Thursday, I can now pick up my phone, and wherever it is my heart wants to go, I can go there without fear, without attachment, without meaning to the experience. And let me tell you, my heart doesn't know the difference of being in physical Aruba or having that goal or becoming the greatest version of myself and the dreams that have been put in my heart. My heart doesn't know the difference of virtually experiencing it in my imagination versus the reality of it happening around me. But what I found is that because I realized it, because I recognized it, and because I allowed my heart to speak to me and I became intimate with it, I wasn't shutting it down. I was saying, I see you. I hear you. I want to be one with you. And so in those experiences of intimacy, virtual intimacy, for me, it was magical because now I'm listening to my heart and I'm not putting conditions around it other than the 5 minutes that I've set a timer on my phone. But it's interesting how much our hearts want to speak with us. And what I found is that as I was able to have that type of relationship with myself, That is what gives me the strength and the ability to go out and have intimate relationships with others. But if I can't do that with my own heart, if I can't listen to my heart's voice without fear and allow myself to express in whatever way is safe and comfortable and beautiful for me, then how in the world am I going to do that in intimate relationships outside of myself? So I challenge you to do that little 5-minute exercise. Listen to your heart. Where does it want to take you? What are the desires that you want to manifest in your life? Perhaps just allowing yourself that time and that experience will be enough to give your heart what it's yearning for. And that is an intimate relationship with you. So, thanks for tuning in to this week's Thursday Night Thought, and I look forward to sharing our next Thursday Night Thought together.